we'll be looking at the tool holder, and specifically for this one, this drilled hole to depth. The hole does not go all the way through, and the standard jobber drill has a drill point on it, and we need to replicate that drill point where it goes from being a cone to being a cylinder. So what we are actually replicating is the point here on the end of what would be the drill bit to drill the hole. The diameter is pretty straightforward, 5/8 of an inch for this one, but the depth is measured from what's known as the shoulder, where it goes from being cylindrical to being conical. So in this process, we do need to use the hole tool. So we'll take a look at creating this one, start to finish, but really concentrating on the drilled hole in the end. This part is in inches, which I am in, and I'm going to start my sketch here on the front plane. Plane selection on this one really does vary. Whatever one you feel holds the most information for you. They all hold some pretty important dimensional information. We have an overall height of 2, an overall length of 3.78, a 45-degree angle cut at a distance of 0.74 in. Across the top here, we have this horizontal section that is 1.12, and now a 30-degree angle. And this distance from the top is 0.74. We have an overall width of 2.24. Whether you cut the angle or cut the rectangle sections out, that is really up to you. I'm going to cut the angle first. I think it gives me a better option to show you some disparities in your design. It does not come all the way down to the corner of this 45-degree angle. I do need to complete the triangle. This is a 45-degree angle, and it's a 1/2 inch from the back edge. So when something like this happens, it didn't snap because this actually isn't on plane. One way around this is to set this line, and I'm holding in Shift on my keyboard and selecting this top edge and adding a constraint. And in this case, either coincident, or we could use collinear. For this instance, I'm going to use a coincident mate. That this line and this edge, let's try the point. The point and this line are coincident. There we go. Let's try the point instead of the line. Push-pull function, and this goes all the way across. So you want to cut these two rectangular cutouts. You can cut on the front, you can cut on this top horizontal section, but do not sketch on this angled face. When adding or removing material, it is perpendicular to your sketch. Being that this face is an angle, if I opt to sketch on this one, I want to sketch. If I bring this height up above the object, there is no chance that I will not cut the depth that I am looking for. The problem with sketching on this face is you'd have to do this process twice. These are two different depths. So I'm going to opt to not sketch on this face. I have to do each one of these separately, which is not really what I want to do. If I sketch on this top face and sketch some rectangles, I'm going to be cutting all the way down through the object. So I'll take my horizontal measurements, 1 inch. This is 0.54 deep, and this is 1.14. This is 0.76. I am not on this corner. It's alright, let's leave it that way. I can add the coincident mate constraint. Or if I hang this out the side, I can measure from this edge to this line, which is the measurement that I need to be 1 inch. I did not put in 1 inch. I put in way more than 1 inch. But now I need to make sure that this is outside, or I'll leave a little sliver that's left over. So instead of adding the constraint here, the fact that this overhangs, but I still have my dimension from the edge to this line, I'm okay. And this is a push-pull function. These two are going to cut all the way down through. Now for the hole. On this face, we are going to create a hole. In this instance, we are going to create a drilled hole, or the simple option. It is not tapped or threaded, but we are representing the drill point. We want a depth to the shoulder of 1.25. Drill bit angle 118 degrees, standard for a jobber drill. And we want a diameter of 0.62. So that is just the dimensions for the hole itself. Now we have to position it. From this back edge, I made that reference 1, 0.76, and reference 2 to the bottom edge, which is a distance of 0.62. So in doing that, I have created the point on the end of the drill bit. So using the hole tool to create a drilled hole to depth, that conical shape.